Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Raila Firdausi, Assistant Teacher English Day Shift. Today, I am going to have a class with the students of class 7. Our today's subject is Agricultural Studies, and today our topic is Chapter 2, Lesson 7. We will discuss Chapter 2, Lesson 7. Later, we will discuss CQ 1. And our today's lecture number is 9 and SW number 8. Okay, now come to our lesson. Lesson 7. Asexual multiplication of plants. Technology plays a vital role in the asexual multiplication of plants. We cannot deny the importance of such multiplication techniques, whether it is old or recently developed. The contribution of technology in plant multiplication has been described below. Plantlets developed from plant organs. Almost all the plants reproduce sexually through true seeds. However, plantlets can be produced asexually using a plant organ for multiplication. Techniques for developing plantlets using organs of a mother plant have brought forward revolutionary changes in agriculture, creating a scope of great benefit for the farmers. Among the popular techniques are cutting, layer grafting, booty grafting, side grafting, veneer grafting, paired grafting, etc. The main characteristics of the asexually produced plantlets is that they keep the characters of the mother plant unchanged. Plants established through such plantlets bear fruits earlier than that of plantlets produced from the true seeds. Besides, asexually produced plantlets bear all the characters of the mother plant. Now we will know about the methods. Number 1, cutting. In this technique, branches, roots and leaves of a mother plant is cut and transplanted in a tub or in a nursery bed situated in a shady place. Plantlets will grow there within 15 days. Afterwards, the plantlets are transplanted in the actual land. Multiplication through this technique is quite easy and mass production is possible. Roses, lime and lemons, marigold, dahlia are commonly multiplied through this method. So, number 1 is about cutting, and here we came to know that we can use branches or roots or leaves from the mother plant, and we can grow new plants like this way. This is the figure for cutting. That is, a branch of a tree has been taken and it has been kept under the soil for a few days. After a few days, the new leaves come and this one can be a new tree also. Okay, so underline this, that roses, lime and lemons, all these are taken, all these we can get from the cutting process. Then layer grafting. The basal branches, that means the main branches of the mother plant, are pulled carefully down near soil. See, this is the main branch of the tree and it is pulled near to the soil. Then the lower green part of bark is to be grind with the blunt side of knife, but the space between two axils is barked off with a sharp knife, and then this injured part of the branch is dug or covered with soil and secured in a way that stays dug under the soil while still connected to the mother plant. That means the main branches has been taken, later its middle part of two axils has been grind with the knife, and later it has been put down under the soil. Later, after some days, roots develop at the scratched area and give rise to a new plantlet. The plantlet is severed from the mother plant and kept as it is for a few more days, allowing it to grow independent of its mother plant. This plantlet is then removed with its root system along with some soil. Then the plantlet is transferred to an already prepared pit in the designated orchard. Now come number 3, transplant grafting. There are two parts of transplant grafting, rootstock and scion. There are some more names of this grafting technique like bud grafting, veneer grafting, T grafting, side grafting and so on. In transplant grafting, at least two plants are involved, stalk and scion. The underdeveloped plant on which grafting is done is called the rootstock. The plant part, apical stem, foliar bud, which will be transferred and allowed to grow on the improved stalk, is the scion. So this is the scion. Transplant graftings are of two kinds, joint transplant grafting and disjoint transplant grafting. Multiplication of mangoes, tejpata, safeda, etc. is being done through this transplant grafting nowadays. So these are done by this transplant grafting. For half-yearly exam, we have up to this in our syllabus. So now I will discuss CQ number 1 from our book. See the figures. What can we see? There is a tree which main branch is taken down under the soil and new leaves are coming from it, and here we can see there is a branch of a tree and this caved under the soil and new branch leaves are also coming from it. Okay, now read the question. What do you understand by asexual multiplication of plants by grafting? The answer is asexual multiplication of plants by grafting is an artificial method of asexual reproduction used to produce plants combining favorable root characteristics. Okay, number B. Explain an advantage of asexual multiplication by grafting. When cuttings or buds are taken from an adult plant or plant parts, the resulting plant will grow into an adult faster than a seedling. So the cultivator can find his crops within a short period of time. Okay, then number C. Which technique of the above figures is suitable for multiplication of roses? Explain. So above these two figures, which one is suitable for us? Now let us see the answer. In figure A, the procedure of layer grafting is shown. In this way, the basal branches of the mother plant are pulled down near soil. Then the lower green part of bud is to be greened with the blunt side of knife. But the space between two axils is burnt off with a sharp knife and then covered with soil. While still connected to the mother plant, after some days, roots develop at the scratched area and give rise to a new plantlet. The plantlet is severed from the mother plant and kept as it is for a few more days, allowing it to grow independent of its mother plant. This plantlet is then removed with its root system along with some soil. Then the plantlet is transferred to an already prepared pit in the designated orchard. On the contrary, figure B is cutting. So see the figure B, this is cutting. In this technique, branches, roots and leaves of a mother plant is cut and transplanted in a tub in a shady place. Plantlets will grow there within 15 days. Afterwards, the plantlets are transplanted in the actual land. Multiplication through this technique, that means through cutting, is quite easy and mass production is possible. Okay, now come number D. Analyze the ways how the above grafting procedure can help in having good plantlet and eventually a group crop. The answer is the two methods of asexual multiplication of plants shown in the given figures are layer grafting and cutting. The new plants produced by asexual multiplication will bear the qualities of mother plant. If the mango of a mother tree is big in size and sweet in taste, the new plant produced from it will also bear mangoes with the exact same qualities. If a mother tree has good resistance capacity against the attack of insects and diseases, the new plant produced from it will also have similar capability. Different changes can be brought in the new plants through the asexual multiplication process. Besides adopting the qualities of a healthy mother plant, the new plants will also bear fruits and flowers rapidly under this method. As a result, the time required for yielding crops can be significantly cut down in the field if this technique is applied. It is thus possible to compensate for any deficit of food in the country through this technique of crop production. So my dear students, you will do SW number 8, chapter 2, CQ number D, CQ 1, question number D. Okay, my dear students, stay well, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.